Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. Pura vida. My name is Merc, Mr. Man's Bum. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Happy post-holidays. It's raining like a son of a gun outside here. And of course, we can't forget it's guess whose birthday? It's our alert, G. It's G's birthday today. So say happy birthday to G if you haven't. Oh, someone else too. It's also, of course, it's our dainty leader's birthday. It's Amberlynn Reed's the day of her holy birth. The tree is gone. The tree is gone. Okay. I know I got a lot of little elves in here, but Christmas was an effing disaster. I'm not going to go into details. It was so stunning that I've decided I might not ever celebrate Christmas again. I'll just go away. I'm thinking that's for the best. Thank you for your patience. I know I was going to delay a bit because there was a Jones off the leash, like a dog off the leash. I told her I'd call her right before I started work, and to remember that we're not having dinner together tonight. We had lunch together, but she's having a bad day, and I know I've already told her literally 7 times we're not having dinner tonight. She keeps calling. Do you want spaghetti? No, Mom, I don't eat pasta, and we're not having dinner tonight. Oh, okay. 10 minutes later. Did you want some spaghetti? No, Mom, I don't want spaghetti. She can't cook anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, so I couldn't find her. I kept calling and getting no answer. Now, I know she might be at the store, but it's like pouring rain outside. Lunatic. So I went down to her door, and her door's locked, which usually means she's out. Because she leaves it open for me to come in and out all day. So she's probably out. And then I called the front desk, and I asked if they'd seen her. And they said, yeah, they'd seen her. And I said, okay, cool. I guess she's fine. And then I asked the front desk if they could please tell her when they see her coming in that her daughter's working, and her daughter will call her when she's done work. And then I put a note on my door. So fingers crossed. It gets harder every day, you guys. I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to go on about it. But yeah, it's been quite a really fun holiday. Now, Mayor was first. Hey, Mayor. Used to be Marilyn, I think. Mayor was first. Congratulations. Pod thoughts. If you're in the Discord, you know that Paige and I occasionally do this ridiculous, chaotic podcast. But we were actually going to be more organized. We've got a doc this time with like stuff on it, like real professional podcasters. But she's sick. So she was feeling horrible this morning and thought she might want to cancel, but she wanted to wait a bit because, you know, sometimes throughout the day you might feel better. So we may have to postpone because our little California avocado eating yoga doing Paige is feeling unwell. Some bronchial thing. It seems all of the alerts in the Discord are falling apart right now. I don't understand how I'm the oldest mofo in the place. I seem to be the healthiest. It makes no sense to me. I'm confusion. I am confusion. Everybody's sick. We got people with COVID. We got, oh my gosh. Our mod Jamie she's dangling. Jamie is completely and 100% dangling. I can't even begin to start. We're going to have to buy a bunch of, and then we got this today to react to. Oh, good Lord. Full transparency. I'm really nervous about reacting to this. I'm scared. I don't want to. You know why? Because you guys are going to hate me. You're going to hate me. I don't have the most popular opinion in the room right now. And you're going to hate me. We haven't reacted yet. I'm not reacting to the snowflake video, but we will be reacting to Amber's latest video called The interview with my ex and weight loss update vlog. Rob, thank you for gifting 5 members before you decide that you hate me. Yeah, well, I'm going to be controversial and not. I don't have a pitchfork. I'm going to say this right away. I don't have a pitchfork. I've instructed my mods. I'm going to tell you off the bat. Passionate, differing opinions are always welcome here, as long as you can communicate yourself in a respectful manner. That's what makes for interesting discourse. It's what broadens our horizons, is talking with people that don't agree with us. If you live in a bubble, you're not going to grow. So I support that here on the channel. What I don't support is name calling. Okay. I like to say, think like a lawyer. All right. Now, we have our opinions about what has happened, but what we have is he said, she said, quite frankly. Now, we know in our hearts what's going on, but anybody who calls Amberlynn a chomo or a pedo, that's going to immediately going away. You're allowed to have your opinion, but there'll be no name calling in here. And because it's so friggin' complicated. I don't want to fucking do this today. You guys. Okay. So that said, don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm reading the chat because we're going to have to, we got to be in full communication here. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells today. I mean, I'm nervous. And then the Joan thing right before the stream is like I got to tell you, every time I walk down that hall, I think, am I going to walk in there and find her dead? And I'm not kidding. That's what I go through. So I just went through that, and then I got to deal with this. Chomo is a word that they use, I think, mostly in prison for child molester. And I noticed in Snowflake's chat, there was a lot of that going on. So you're welcome to have that opinion. You're not welcome to voice that particular opinion in this chat. Okay? Garlic breath looking to cause trouble already. Ella says, for the record, Ella, I gotta post this right away so everybody sees it. For the record, so we're all clear right off the get-go before we get into this, Amber and Casey are 1 year and 10 months in difference in age. Okay, let's set that in our head. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to do a little tiny mini story time because I think it's very important, because our opinions, of which we all have them, they don't mean anything. First of all, what you know what it means. Your actions and who you are standing in the world is what matters. Opinions, they're good. Jan on the Lamb, happy post-holidays, Jan. Nice to see you, and thank you for the super chat. Jan says, get Joan of Narcissistic an air tag from me. And Ingeborg says, rip monetization. We're going to try and be real careful. We'll see what we can't do. Jan, you're a friggin' riot. We really got to get together one of these days. Jan doesn't live that far away from me. I just can never go anywhere, Jan. It's like I got this anchor around my neck. Jamie, I did start a little early because I was ready and Joan's alive. So this is coming across very Amber apologisty, and it's not the vibe. That's fine. I'm not Amber apologist. Why don't you wait and see what I have to say? So, I don't agree with that. If you think that, then you have never heard me. Have you seen my channel? I don't give her a lot of breaks. But I'm going to say, I also don't like to feel like the villagers with the pitchfork, because human beings are multi-layered, and Amberlynn is a horrible human being, and we know that. and she continues to be a horrible human being as she grows up. There's no denying that. I know, because I have a very similar horrible human being in my life, and they're 90 and they haven't changed. So my aunt, she's not going to change. She's always going to be the horrible human she is. If you think that's Amber apologistic, I don't think so. Do I agree with what happened? No, I don't. But I also know that we tend to, anything Amber does, it's like when when you're in a relationship with somebody and you decide you're kind of over them and you're going to break up, and then everything they do drives you crazy. Like the way they chew, the way they breathe, the way they sit. Oh my God, I can't believe the way he eats with his fork. I think that's how a lot of us are about Amber. And I don't think 100% of the things, I don't know. So anyway, I hate to get into this. Jamie, thank you very much for your member chat. Jamie says, hi, everyone. Happy early New Year. Jamie, I told them that you were completely dangling. We've wrapped Jamie in bubble wrap at this point. And Lainey. Jamie and Lainey are now wrapped in bubble wrap because we can't trust them out there on their own. I missed a member chat from Liz. You know what? I read it. I'm such an ass. Liz, thank you for your member chat. Sorry, there's so much chat going on. Chronically Creative for Liz, 8 months member. Thank you very much for that. Says, saw Snowflake and couldn't wait for your take. Yeah, you're going to hate me. You're all going to hate me. Okay, why don't we just talk a little bit about it, because actually in this video she doesn't really talk about it. Here's my hot take that you're going to hate. Amber and Casey were both teenagers. Okay, Amber was quite frankly a really shitty teenage girlfriend. Inexcusable behavior. Holy cow, Lainey, thank you for the super chat. Lainey says, I've got nothing useful to say here. Sorry. But wanted to contribute. Thank you, Lainey. What was I saying? Yeah, super shitty teenage girlfriend. Terrible relationship. Okay, terrible relationship. I don't have a lot of thoughts about what happened with them 12 years ago when they were teenagers, quite frankly, living under Casey's mother's roof, who should have put a stop to all of it immediately, in my opinion. We don't know what happened. We don't know. We know because we know who Amber is. So we know that Casey's take is probably 99% probably what happened. But a pancake has two sides. So, maybe Casey's mom wanted her out and Casey was still in love and wanted to keep her. We don't know. We don't know the details. We weren't there. Amber did a horrible thing. What pisses me off more about the whole situation, to be frank, and I don't think that Amber was a groomer. I don't think that Amber was a pedophile or a chomo or any of those horrible things. They were 2 years apart. Oh, I was going to tell you a mini story. Our opinions come from our own history, right? We form opinions out of who we are. Well, when I was in high school, I dated somebody that was 4.5 years older than me, and I dated them for 5 years. I don't think that he was a pedophile. I wasn't groomed. It was a normal teenage relationship with an age gap. Like these days, things are a little different. People get a little bit uptight, and you're welcome to that. But you have to understand, this is where I'm coming from, in my opinion, which doesn't mean anything. But that's my personal history. So to me, a year to under 2 years, that doesn't make anybody a child molester. Did the soliciting the picture thing? Yeah, that's horrible. And by the letter of the law, completely illegal. I also think that that's something that a lot of teenagers kind of do. then I think there's going to be a lot of teenagers that should be in jail for that. Does it make it right? No, but it doesn't make it the most heinous crime ever to me. She coerced pictures, absolutely. How many teenage boys do that? You ever met a teenage boy? I can't speak to lesbian relationships. I'm not a lesbian. I can only speak to what teenage boys have done. Sorry. It wasn't right, but I don't think that makes her the horrible tags that she's been tagged with. And I don't know if you've ever met a teenage boy. It's not unusual. Does it make it right? No, but she's not the only one that's done it, and it doesn't make her I don't know. See, I told you guys you're going to hate me because you're going to think I'm being an apologist. I'm not. My experience is different. That's all. I don't need this just yet. Jasmine says, I really don't care about teenage boys. The whataboutism is downplaying, and I disagree with that. Then you're absolutely welcome to disagree with me. That's fine. I said differing opinions. I'm welcome. I welcome differing opinions. Coercing pictures is gross. It's not right. It's horrible, and many teenagers do it. Many of them, they don't get labeled as the things she's been labeled with. Doesn't make it right. Like I said, she was a horrible teenage girlfriend. Horrible. Abusive. And she shouldn't have gotten away with it. In my opinion, Casey's mother should have. I know Casey said their mom worked a lot, but they should have maybe been a little bit aware of what's going on in the house and told her to leave. If I had a kid and their partner was living under my roof because of my good graces and they were abusing my child, I don't give a crap where they were. They'd be on the street. That's another unpopular opinion. Nobody seems to hold Casey's parent accountable at all in this. So you're going to hate me for that too. But I think even when you're working a lot, maybe you should have a tiny clue what's going on in the house. Or maybe Casey could have told them that. Chronically says her mom shouldn't have allowed a partner to move in at that age. Well, I also tend to agree with that, but we can't relive that. That's history, that what's done was done. I don't know. I don't know. If I was a mom, I might have known what was going on a little bit, even just a tiny bit. She should have left her homeless. If she should have left her homeless. If she was abusing my child under my roof, absolutely. You go figure it out for yourself. You abusive bitch. Go find a place to live. You got family. Get out of my house. Unacceptable. You don't get to abuse family under my roof, or friends for that matter. You don't. So, there's a little bit of fault there too. We got to do that. That doesn't excuse Amber's behavior. It doesn't. The situation that concerns me much more than the original situation is the fact that Amber went and made a video 5 years later and monetized it and lied. That's my issue. That's really what pisses me off. To me, that's the bigger crime. That's libel and slander of the worst kind. She accused Casey of Rain and Petals eavesdrop. That's worse. Now, it's repulsive. She made money off that, and she still does. I don't know, is that video still up? It probably isn't, but that's worse to me. Abusive teenage relationships under a parent's roof. Yeah, that's bad. But you know what? Not really. 12 years ago. Doesn't make it right that it was 12 years ago, but I mean, it's kind of, you're not the same person. Can I tell you that I was an asshole when I was younger too? Yeah, I was, and I grew up and I learned and I got better. Not that Amber has, but she's changed a bit. Someone will report her to the police. I doubt it. For what? You know what the police are going to say? It's a he said, she said. There's no evidence. They need evidence. And it's a 12-year-old case from when she's a teenager. Yeah, well, we'll get, Jamie says, and in her apology, she's still insinuating that he's lying. See, this is the problem. The other thing is, here's the other thing I'm going to preface before we go into this. God, this is a lot of talking. Do y'all hate me yet? So far, the chat's not hating me that much. This wasn't, I don't think this was an apology, this video that she posted. This wasn't an apology at all. I will say, here's the other reason you guys are going to really hate me. Rio's right here sitting. Thank God. Look at who's right. He's right there. He's keeping me safe. You're welcome to hate my opinion. Just don't hate me over an Amberlynn Reid opinion. We're allowed to have different opinions. What was I going to say? This video isn't an apology. Oh, this is why you're going to hate me? I think this is, yeah, damage control. Garlic breath is a really good way to put it. This video was damage control. That said, who is this woman? Who is this woman that we're going to watch? Because this was thoughtful, mature. I think that she couldn't, short of totally ignoring it, which she couldn't do because I can't even ignore it. People are hungry to talk about this topic. So short of ignoring it, this is the best bit of damage control she could have done. There's no way that she came up with this on her own. I have a theory, because if you recall, when she was crying about Fled and how Fled didn't want to be her friend anymore, and how she was texting her all the time, and she said, a friend of mine said I should respect her space and give her space, and I'm inclined to listen to this friend. People think this friend might be her mom. Could be. I mean, you know, friends. I'm inclined to think the same person is the one that coached her through this response, because this is the most un-Amberlynn Reid response. It's exactly, dangling matzo ball says, is a very smart response. There's somebody coaching her. I mean, she's not reading it off a script. She's speaking it. So that's my apologetic. I'm just not inclined to pick up a pitchfork and go burn her house down. It will be interesting, because we're going to watch this now. And like I said, this is not an apology. She doesn't say what people want her to say. But she handles it as well as any YouTuber could handle this kind of situation. Ella says, we all knew Amber was a shit person before this. That's the other thing is the whole snowflake interview thing. I think if that was important for Casey to come to some kind of peace for himself, then that was fantastic. And I'm so happy that he had the platform to do that. Now, it's 12 years. I hope they can move on. I hope for his own health and sanity, you really shouldn't be still focusing on a teenage relationship from 12 years ago. You need to get some therapy. And I hope this helped a clearance for that to happen. because I feel bad that somebody's focusing on a 12-year-old relationship still. It's not fair for them. So they need to have help to heal properly, and I hope this was the first step in that healing. As far as the Amberverse, I heard very little new here. One thing we heard that's new is interesting is that Casey did say Amberlynn and her brother were in a group home together, or a foster home together, and the family built them a room together. And we thought, wow, I've never heard that before. I mean, I knew her brother was also in foster care, but I don't think she ever said they got to stay together. Like, she had the support of her brother in foster care, which was, to me, new news. It might not have been, but for me, it was new. And then this morning I was thinking, and I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe that's why we don't hear foster care stories, because bro was there. The bro could come out and tell the truth if it was something. Of course, I see why it sticks with him, but you have to let things go. For you, not for them. Pigmented, thank you for the super chat. Pigmented says, I think it's more the fact that Casey can't escape the relationship because of Amber's allegations. Well, here, how about this? It was all quiet until the Snowflake started to do the series and did a whole video focusing on Casey, and that's what brought it all up again. Nobody was talking about Casey. Amber wasn't talking about Casey. Nobody was talking about Casey. But Snowflake doing this historical series, he's going to touch on things from her history. And he did a whole video. He's doing another one. So, of course, that's going to bring it up again for Casey. Good or bad, we don't know. Maybe they needed that. It's not Snowflake's fault. We all do videos on her history. Connor says, I wish Snowflake had asked permission. I'm not going to get into anything about the Snowflake stuff. He's another creator that we like and respect. I just want to talk about the Casey stuff. But yeah, he's doing a progressive history. He did a very in-depth piece on Casey, which is what brought it all up again. It wasn't Amber bringing it up again. The reason she should bring it up again is to, quite frankly, apologize. Short of that, people bring it up to his partners every time he starts dating them. That's unfortunate. I'm glad he got now he's had the chance to completely and perfectly clear his name. You know, if you Google him, that's coming up before anything Amber. So that's what he needed, and that's fantastic. Like I said, I hope that's the first step to healing. Now we need some therapy so we can get past this. It's not healthy to dwell on the most painful thing in your past for decades and decades. This isn't healthy. And sometimes the most painful thing in your history might come up again and again. So you have to have a way to cope with that. You know? Like, think about people who lost someone they love in 9/11. They don't never hear about 9/11 again. They're going to hear about it, so they have to have coping strategies. You know? Amber's an asshole. She might bring it up again. We can't control that. What we control is our response to that. Nicole says she's only ever apologized for saying, fuck you, Walmart. Well, she'll never apologize. She's a narc. They don't apologize. They don't apologize. So let's watch this idiot. Where's the boat? Look at his camera. He's not... Oh, maybe he'll go in there now. I was hoping he'd go in his little box. He was in there earlier. Exes always torment us, of course. Oh, he's not there. We'll take this off. Why don't you go sit in your little case? It's so cute. Jen, thank you for the super chat. Jen says, what would really help Casey is if Amber apologized. That's what I'm saying. For the false allegations, that's the missing piece. That's exactly what I'm saying. To me, that's the worst part of this whole thing. It's not the teen stuff. It's not the age difference. You know, the pictures, they're horrible. That's horrible. But that's not this is the worst thing. 1,000,000% the worst thing. Random white fleck. Where right here? There's something on my camera. Is it here? Sometimes it goes away. Look at that. Now it comes back. It's something in my lens. Let me see if I move the camera. Now it's right in the middle of my face. Now now it's going to drive me crazy. Why did you point that out? Oh, for fuck's sakes. You're a monster. Nicole, you're a monster. I know. I'm never going to be able to focus on the video now. Pretend it's one of the stars. I don't know what to tell you. It's the white thing's going to be on my face now. It's not. It's an artifact in my camera lens. I've always known it was there, but I hid it from you. Oh, see there, it's gone. But now if I move this. Oh my God, you guys. Hang on. Now I'm going to change this. Watch, we can fix this. Better? No, Fleck's gone now. It's a virtual snowflake. Yorkie hairdo? Me? Oh, her. My hair is just a friggin' disaster. I don't even care anymore. One day I'll come on here and say, guys, I like my hair, but that's not going to happen for probably another year. All right. Oh, God. I'm so sad that we have to watch this. Thank you for not crucifying me. Look, now you can see all the crap behind me. Don't like that. I don't like that.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon, good midnight. So I'm actually getting ready for a Christmas party. I'm trying to decide which type of cardigan. Yes, we have a mess, but it's fine.
Yes,
Which type of cardigan I'm going for. So I have 3 options. So let's test them out. Just set you guys right there. Okay, so these are in no particular order.
By the way, we'll have to, I don't know if you remember, but we did have a pollment in the last video to see which dress she chose, and she went with red lace. I know, I remember we had a choice. There was a structured red gown and the red lace dress and the sparkly black one, and I personally picked sparkly black. She went for red lace. I was wrong.
Order. So we have the black one, which is giving safe. It's giving...
Why would you wear a woolly cardigan over a red lace dress? I don't understand. Like maybe a little shrug. Oh God, no! Can you imagine a shrug on it? Amber should wear shrugs. They would sit like above the shelf.
Exactly what you'd expect Amberlynn to wear. Here we have like an off-white cream.
That's Christmassy.
Santa hat coated. It's giving Mrs. Claus. I'm like,
it's not giving. Nothing you wear is giving. You're just a big girl in a sweater. It's giving big girl in a sweater. But, you know, the cream and the red I like for Christmas, right? I like this one. I don't hate this. I mean, it's amber, but the color combination.
Mrs. Claus. And last but not least, we have a half of the black and half of the off-white.
That's stupid. You look like Cruella de Vil. Ingeborg says, sorry, Merc, I was listening while brushing the Doug, and I was agreeing with most of what you said. You have to try harder if you want me to hate you. Well, thank you, Ingeborg. Go brush the Doug.
Giving Cruella de Vil, which is actually exactly what this is from. This is from Torrid, the villain arc. So it literally is half and half. So which one do I choose? Okay, I went with the black one.
No,
it just felt right in my soul.
No, it's
wearing a heart necklace, which I wish was more closer to my neck.
Is it dirty too?
Think girl, my necklaces are just like tight because I'm fat. No, it's because I like them tight. See all this extra?
Dangling Matzo Ball says, so why hasn't she shown us any of her apartment? Dangling Matzo Ball, it's because she's living in a very tiny spot. Her place is as small as mine. And I don't think Ms. Reed likes that. She likes the big luxury apartment. She likes people to think she's a big professional YouTuber with a fancy schmancy place. And I don't think she has much stuff there, and she can't figure out how to put up a picture. And she's living, from what I heard, in a 650 square foot apartment, which is pretty small. I know, because that's about the size of my place. That would be my guess. No, there's nothing wrong with a small apartment. I've lived in tippy tiny places that looked really cute. You live to your means, right? I mean, when I was younger, I liked to spend money on places that I couldn't afford, and then I realized, hey, that's stupid. Where are the cats and Twinkie? I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of Twinkie. She just tells us that she's walking him. I'm sure they're there, though, guys. Let's put the pitchforks down.
Yeah, I'm just not really a long necklace type of girly. All right, let's see if I fixed it. Yeah, see? That's how I like it. We have these blinged out hoops today.
Not blinged,
I still
glass,
can't find any of my rings.
Glass, shiny glass. And I don't understand. Well, now that they've broken up, I get it. But even before they broke up, she chose to wear this little heart necklace that's kind of a replica of the quite expensive one that Fled gave her. I forget. You guys will remember the brand. Was it Gucci? Gucci? I don't know who it was, but some damn designer. If you're impressed by that sort of thing. It was a designer heart. It was nice. But she traded in for this little tin sterling silver, probably from, I guess from Walmart.
I literally think Rarity
Guess
my rings
Gucci.
And just, had the time of her life with them. So they're probably like under the couch.
Tiffany. No, Jan. I would have died. Breakfast at Tiffany's, my soul movie. If Amber would have got something from Tiffany's, I would have remembered, I'm sure. Because I would have been like, how we all are. Oh no, Amberlynn likes something I like. Ooh, I can't like it anymore. You know how we do.
Somewhere.
Stupid.
Cute. Living. Also touched up my nails. My hair is not the best it's ever looked. Actually, low-key hate it.
Take that thing out of it.
I'm not feeling it, but I'm just going to leave it because I already did it. So
take that thing out.
Okay, real quick, change of plans. I feel so much better in the half black, half off-white. So final choice, folks. So this is the...
Imagine that this is a big part of your day. Guys. This was a big part of her day, and she filmed it. She filmed it. She edited it. It was a big part of her day. Choosing a sweater. Choosing a sweater. Okay. All right, girl.
The one I chose. I just think it's so much cuter. It's more unique.
Tacky.
And I'm just a quirky girly, so.
No,
so the Christmas party was super fun. I met actually quite a few subscribers. So if you're watching, hello.
Okay, what is this, guys? I need some help with this. She's coming from a Christmas party. It's the middle of the day. She's in her mom's car. But she met a lot of subscribers at the Christmas party. She has a lot of subscribers that live in the same neighborhood as her. That's weird. Kat says, I know it doesn't matter, but I like the half black, half white clothes, and I like that cardigan the most. Like we said, differing opinions are always welcome here. What make the world interesting. It's not the worst thing I've seen her in, I'll be fair. Bingo Christmas party. Oh, maybe it was a Christmas party at the church for the bingo. Oh no, the bingo's not at the church, is it? Ella says office Christmas party, and the subscribers are mom's coworkers that subscribe to support their friend. That might be. Denver says all Christmas parties happen first thing in the morning. Didn't you know that? Christmas bingo. She would have showed it though, don't you think? Valentine agrees with Ella. Lunch Christmas. Not another sock puppet says 228,000 subs, and most of them live in Oklahoma City. Apparently, I know she's like Lady Gaga around there. Like everywhere she goes, she's just like surrounded by men who want her and subscribers. Oh, here's my number. Here's my autograph. Jesus. She should have moved to Oklahoma a long time ago. She is blossoming there. She's so famous, you guys. Her mom must be so impressed.
It was so good meeting you guys. And then me and my mom went to Ulta, and I got her a couple Christmas gifts, and she was going to get me one, but unfortunately they didn't have what she was going to get me. So we might just order it online. But y'all, I've gotten so many compliments on my freaking cardigan. So I think it was the right choice.
It's a fucking sweater. Let it go. It's Stop talking
and
about
I
your
agree.
sweater.
It added a little flair to it. I'm so glad I didn't just stick with just the plain old black one.
God. Oh my God, get a life. Please, God, for the love of God, this year, do something. Amber, please make a resolution that you're going to do something this year. We can't keep talking about your sweater for half of a damn vlog.
It's a car wash situation type deal.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Car wash? What are we, 5?
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog, but it's not.
Why did she even put that car wash clip in there? Like, that's like half a second long. Nutty buddy. All right, off you go. Form an opinion before watching. Carry on.
Not a new vlog. It is literally the same one. Welcome to a new day. I hope that you guys are having a good day. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I'm just thankful and grateful every single day that I wake up. I have a roof over my head. I have a wonderful job. I have my fur babies that I love so dearly. They're literally my heart. I have great friends and people who are.
She's practicing gratitude, you guys. She's so changed.
There for me and care about me. Like, I just have a list of things to be grateful for. And sometimes I feel like people just take things for granted. I'm gonna speak for myself. I know that I do that. I'm trying very hard to get better with it.
Lulu Cattywampus, I believe, is quoting one of her TikToks. She's so pretty. She's so popular. Thank you for the member chat, Lou.
Honestly. But hello. I'm actually running a few errands today. I feel like I've just been doing that a lot. My mom likes to take me on her little errand runs. And then
because going with your mom to run errands is your entire social life, Amber. Let's face it. That's all you do. You don't do anything except hang around with your mom. And I'm sorry, that's weird. I'm really happy if she's got a good relationship with her mom, because as we know, not really my forte. But at 33 years old, to have the only biggest, most important person in your life be your mom, and all your social life is with your mom, and the only person you talk to is with your mom, that's weird. You should have friends. You should be dating, doing stuff, at least.
I run some.
And it's not like she's always had this relationship with her mom. Her mom, she has this relationship with her mom right now because she's got nobody else. Do you think that if Amberlynn Reid had a girlfriend, she'd be spending this much time with her mother? She's selfish. Fluffy, she doesn't have the same challenges you do, okay? Don't compare yourself. It's stupid. It's not stupid. I don't mean stupid. I mean, it's redonkulous. It's not the same thing. Oh, hang on. We got to talk about this. Oh, PDF file. Think about it. Say it slow, say it low. Think of YouTube. We're not calling her that.
some errands. It's just like a fun little time. Like, I really enjoy spending time with my mom.
Yeah, we know. That's all you do, girl.
Hey guys, so it's actually been a few days since you saw me. So hello.
Has it though? Because your makeup looks the same. Makeup's looking the same. Of course, to be fair, we know she just slaps that on once a week. She's good for the week, right? Yeah, I think Amber's just making her mom her new girlfriend. It's a non-sexual girlfriend relationship. She just slotted mom right in there. I'm telling you, if she had a girlfriend, she wouldn't be hanging around with her mother.
The greatest vlogger right now. I told myself, you know what,
Well, you're not?
December, I'm just gonna not
Odd.
worry so hard about vlogging. This is the first Christmas back with my family, which is crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I haven't
fair.
spent a Christmas with my mom since I was 14. And I'm gonna be 33 in a few days. So that's crazy. Like, truly crazy. But today is actually
Oh my gosh, are we still arguing about the right to call her a PDF file? Lurking Spy really disagrees with me here. You're welcome to. Like I said, you're welcome to. You're welcome to hold that opinion. We're just not going to say it in the chat because we're just not going to do that. You can say it at other places. Not in the Discord either, probably, though. Sorry. Sorry.
actually Christmas. So Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate it, happy holidays.
So again,
or
you're welcome to hold that opinion. We just don't want it in the chat.
hello, good day. This is my 10th Christmas on the YouTubular, which is another crazy situation type deal. That's a whole decade. So there is obviously
STD.
an elephant in the room. Not a pun. The interview.
Okay, here we go. Amber's going to address the big interview. I want you to all wrap yourselves in bubble wrap. If you don't have bubble wrap, put a bunch of nice cozy pillows around you so you feel safe. Because I know this is going to enrage you, make you have all kinds of feelings.
Interview that my ex did. So I did watch it. It was hard to watch for
I bet.
several different reasons.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Everyone deserves the opportunity to voice their side of the story. No one deserves to feel silenced. I feel like having the opportunity to share your side of the story and your perspective of a situation that happened is sometimes honestly really good for the soul. I know.
Can I tell you something? You know, this all sounds phony as crap. I'll tell you something. To me, this sounds completely disingenuous. That said, it's absolutely the right thing for her to say. I don't believe her, necessarily. I think it's not genuine, but we can't prove that. And I think it's the right thing for her to say. Now, I was also waiting for a but to come in here. And this is why I say this is a pretty intelligently crafted response that I don't believe she had the only hand in. Because there was no but here.
Go from firsthand that sometimes talking about things feels like a really big weight is lifted off of your shoulders and your heart, and sometimes it's healing for some people. So that relationship happened when we were both teenagers. We were very, very, very young. And I think watching that interview made me realize more than ever how...
Yeah, good point. Pigmented. Good point. Nobody deserves to be silenced but Becky. Yeah. Good point. God, I hate what she did to Becky. I think because I feel that one more personally. Star, this doesn't sound like her, Star says. No, it doesn't. This isn't her words. It doesn't ring genuine to me at all. It sounds completely disingenuous, but like I said, it's the right thing to say.
Much I have grown up. I'm at fault for so many things I've done when I was younger. I've done just a few years ago. I have made mistakes. I have learned along the way. But using like I was younger as an excuse, it doesn't justify, it doesn't make things okay. Like
that's the right thing to say. She just doesn't. I think a good way to put it is too little too late with this. Because she's saying a lot of the right things, but she just doesn't get there, does she? Like right there when you were saying, I did a lot of things when I was younger, right there would have been the opportunity to slip in an actual apology for the event. Folks are saying Chat GPT. She's not reading a script, guys. Do you think she's smart enough to go to Chat GPT and ask this? I think this is mom.
no matter what side of the story that the audience wants to believe, regardless of anything else, it doesn't make anything that happened in that relationship okay. I know a lot of people are asking me about it, and I'm simply not going to talk about it. Like, one thing you're not going to catch me doing is sitting here saying, well, he lied about this.
No, well, what you're supposed to do is just apologize, Amber. Because even saying that this implies it's even a thought, right? Bringing up that they lied, it shouldn't have been part of this conversation, right? That's what I mean, is this doesn't sound very genuine to me. I think she's scripted the right words to say, but it's not genuine, because if it was genuine, this is where she would have stopped talking. She wouldn't have said this part. What did Golly say? Chronically says, good point, Golly. Let me scroll up here. Molly says, Mom has been to AA. I think she has the skill to help her with this. Willow, thank you for your member chat. Willow says, the problem is she's centering herself. Yeah, yes. Well, she's a narc, so of course it's going to be all about her. But I don't like that she even brings up the fact that the lie. I'm not going to say that he's lying. Well, that just saying that you're not going to say it says that it's in your head. Just don't even fucking say it. Yeah, I don't believe therapy could help a narcissist. Well, it wouldn't have helped mine. Mine refused to go. I tried to go years and years ago. They came up with a million excuses to not go to therapy. Million.
He lied about this. This is actually what happened. It's not going to happen here. I care more about moving on, letting go. I'm not going to say this has been easy for me, by no means. I have shed some tears, but
you know, oh God, she had just the perfect opportunity to seal this all up with a bow and really take the high road. You know, if she would have just said all of this that she said, and then said, you know, I want to clear the air once and for all, and I want to apologize to Casey for everything that happened between us. And I'll never mention your name again, and I hope you have a happy life. Like, she could have just slipped that in there. And then people would have had very little to say. It's a very political response, Ella. It's very measured. It's just very untypical of her. Yeah, I don't give a crap about her. Like, I cried. We don't care about that.
There's power in knowing that
But she's a narc.
him and I are adults now, and we get to choose which route we take. And this is the one that I'm choosing to take, and I'm actually really happy with that. And I just wish him nothing but happiness and wellness. That's what matters to me. A lot happened in that relationship for two teenagers who were literally in an adult relationship. And that is what he said in the interview, and it hit me like a train. I was like, that is so true. We were both put in an adult relationship way too young. There was a lot of talk.
I believe you forced that adult relationship way too young because of your personal issues. Like, Amber's always forcing the relationship into what she thinks it should look like, right? So I'm sure she did that back then. And I'm sure she's the one that was pushing and pushing and pushing. But I still think that Casey's mom should have stopped it. I'm sorry. It doesn't excuse her behavior. Oh, Jen, she wasn't an adult. She was 17 years old, and she was just coming out of foster care. Here's another comment I want to make that baffles me so much. People are calling her, she's an adult. Amanda, she's not, and we're not saying that here. We're not saying that here. Can one of the mods delete that, please? We're not making accusatory things like that. If that was true, that behavior would have continued into Amber's adult life, and it has not. So let's stop with that. She would still be dating 15-year-olds if that was her predilection. It's not. So stop with that. The one thing I want to say is, you know, we laugh at Amber because she's so stupidly immature. She's emotionally stunted. Everybody laughs at her Legos and her coloring and her Play-Doh, and we talk about how stupid and she's like a child. And yet now this incident, everybody's like, you were an adult. You should have had all the responsibility. You should have made the right choice. You shouldn't have done that. It's really weird to me that people want her to be a responsible adult figure at 17, and yet now at 33, we're laughing at her because she's a toddler. Do you think she suddenly became a toddler? She's always been stunted in maturity. I'm guessing at 17, she probably wasn't the most mature 17-year-old around. I'm guessing at 15, I was a pretty mature 15-year-old. That's another little tiny point that we seem to forget because there's a lot of nuance here that people like to forget when they're charging up to the house with a white pitchfork on fire. She's a shitty human doing. She did shitty things. What she did in that relationship was wrong. But it's nuanced, right? We're intelligent because only unintelligent people see things like this in black and white. Human beings are complicated and nuanced.
Toxicity from both ends, and I just hope that he's okay. I want to be okay as well, and I kind of just want to move on from the situation. It was 15 years ago.
Tip Tap Key says, you are not going to convince people about nuance in 2023. Sadly, I know, but I'm an old bastard, right? So I have, you know, this weird way of thinking like an old person sometimes.
Years ago as teenagers, it's wild. But above anything else in the whole entire world, I just want healing to happen for both of us.
Honor. Brilliant. Succinctly put, we can criticize Amber for things that are accurate. We don't need to reach to find sins. She's done a million horrible things. She's done a million horrible things that we can certainly talk about. It's horrible. It's 12 years old. Casey said their piece. Amber said her piece. The only people that are still wallowing in this is the community.
I feel like that's really important. But that is all I'm going to say about the situation. And I'm going to stand my ground on that because I just feel like continuously talking about a relationship that happened between two teenagers 15 years ago.
Yeah, everybody's saying, my mom, certainly Joan of Narc would never, never, ever have allowed a partner of mine to live in the house. Never. Now, and I know things change. Times have changed. I get that. But I don't know. Is that not inviting trouble? And I still maintain, I'm sorry, I get being a single mom is hard and you got to work a lot. And I can't say enough about what single moms do. And Casey clearly was very well raised. Very well raised. I mean, Casey's had a lot of challenges in his life and it apparently handles them pretty much like a champ with grace. He's well spoken. Clearly, Casey was raised well, which speaks to Casey's mother because Casey is apparently raised by a single mother. So we can't, I mean, there's a lot of good there. But I don't see how she could have missed all of that, you know? Unless Casey wasn't telling her what was going on. There's, see what I mean about nuance? There's things that we don't know and we will never know because we weren't there.
Good for anybody, especially the two people involved. Hey guys.
Oh, I'm so glad
it's been the whole day
over.
has happened. I have
Whoop,
spent my whole Christmas with my family and it's been really good. And now you're seeing me in the same spot I've been in like this whole vlog. I've just had a really, really good day today. But for some reason, like the last hour, I've just been feeling
Ella, we made it.
so restless, and I just don't know where it's coming from. So I ended up getting.
I'm sure Reddit is going to shit all over me, but you know, they like to do that. I like to give them something to do. They're bored. It's the holidays. They haven't had enough to do over there.
Up and like cleaning a little bit, and that helped a little. So I might get up and just clean some more. So I real quickly want to answer something. A lot of people are like, how are you doing with your weight loss? Are you like losing weight? What are you doing? Like, because I haven't really been talking about it.
Are you losing
and
weight?
Honestly, I have not been trying.
She's not losing weight because she's eating the chips.
I've just been eating like whatever I want. I have not even weighed myself since I last weighed myself on camera for you guys. But like, I very much want 2024 to just be like so much
year,
of a
girl.
better year for me.
It's Amber's year.
2023 was. There was a lot of ups and a lot of downs in 2023. I feel like this whole 2023 was literally a lifetime within itself, and I'm sad to see it go. But it's like,
where you were in love with the love of your life, the most important woman you've ever met, the most passionate relationship you've ever had, and now you're saying 2023 was like, meh? It was like, man, it was up and down, you know. God. Hindsight is 2020, isn't it, Amber?
I'm just ready to start like anew, and that goes for like just a lot of different areas in my life, and that includes my weight loss.
Okay.
So I do have some thoughts in my brain of like what I'm going to be doing personally.
She's going to start trying to lose weight in 2024. It's a new thing.
But like also what I am going to be like bringing to the channel, because I know you guys really like my weight loss content. I will never consider myself a weight loss channel like ever again, like ever in the whole world. I literally just like consider myself a vlogger who wants to lose weight.
See, and this is why you're never going to lose weight, because you have to stop considering yourself like everybody else, because you're not, Amber. You're 500 pounds and you're super morbidly obese. Oh, Celia, thank you so very much. Just Celia says, I so appreciate this community you've created, Merc. Thank you. Thank you very much, Celia. I appreciate you guys too. Celia is one of our moviegoers. Hangs with me at night, wasting lives watching movies. You know, like I've said this, what's it? I'm losing the power of words. Analogy, that's not the word I'm looking for. Before, worrying about the content of her videos is like straightening the picture frame on the way out of a burning building. You know what I mean? Like, we have an emergency situation here. This should be your priority, not I'm a lifestyle vlogger. Because you're kind of not a lifestyle vlogger at that size, Amber. There's no lifestyle.
A YouTuber who wants to lose weight. Like,
metaphor. Thank you,
I
Willa.
don't want to be this like weight loss channel. It's never going to happen, obviously. But I do want to bring that more to my channel come 2024. So you guys might be hit heavy with a lot of weight loss content, I'm hoping, which means like if that's happening, that means like I'm on track and I'm doing good and I'm thinking about it and I'm focusing on myself and I'm focusing on trying to be like better for myself, which is a good thing. It's very Amberlynn coded for me to start January 1st, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's gonna be happening.
I want resolutions. I miss the days of resolution. She hasn't done resolutions in a couple of years. I miss resolutions. Why doesn't she do them anymore? She likes lists and things. Oh, right. Because she never actually, because she never does any of them.
I mean, no one is
She's never actually
like,
done one resolution.
Hello, it is the next day. I just came back in from walking Twinkie and I'm wearing my Barbie shirt. It has been a long time. So I remember there was like that whole rumor that like I
take off your sunglasses in the house when you're filming. It's really rude to talk to people with sunglasses on. It's really shady when people can't see your eyes. We don't like that. You're not in the sun. You don't need sunglasses. Stop it. Take off the plastic coat and take off the sunglasses. You're in the house now. You don't look cool, Amber. I know you think you look cool. You think you look a little like badass in your leather jacket. You don't, girl. You look a fool. Take your stuff off. You're in the house now.
I bought like a smaller size Torrid when I originally got the shirt.
And pull
then
that
I
shirt
think
up.
it
We
was
don't
like
want
a
to see
year
that
ago or
cleavage.
something. I came on and I was like, you guys, look, it's so loose on me. And people thought that I just bought a bigger size to put on. But I actually do have the original clip of when I bought this, which is a size 6, which is the biggest size in Torrid. It says Barbie. Obviously, I'm the farthest from Barbie, so this is just kind of ironic and it's just super cute. I don't know. I just love this shirt. So I got this in a size 6. Yeah, I don't know. I got confused for a minute. I was like, did I originally buy a smaller size and then I accidentally got a bigger size? I don't know what happened, but no.
I thought you're a human calculator. Aren't you good with numbers?
I have lost some weight. So I'm a cleaning type of girly. I love cleaning. I usually use a Swiffer. And I know Swiffers aren't...
Take your sunglasses and coat off. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nutty nuts. Come on. This is ludicrous. She's flopping around her kitchen with a Swiffer with her coat and her stupid sunglasses on. This is
the
stupid.
best. I'm not going to lie to you. So I bought a easy ring.
Somebody in the Rage stream said this is trending on TikTok right now. This mop system. It's a mop, Amber. It's a mop. Girl, if you're trying to look fly, the mop isn't really serving that.
Spin mop and bucket system. Let's unbox it. So this is literally it.
Nice mop.
God. So I guess this part...
She's never going to
use
use that.
Doodad, and then...
Do you think we're ever going to see this again? We're never going to see this bucket again. We're never going to see this mop. She's never going to use this mop.
This doodad...
She likes the Swiffer.
Connects to this part. I don't know.
You have this one? Paige has this mop.
Things that I normally...
Paige, of course you have this mop. You're a trendy Cali girl. You have all the latest trends. Stevie says, pretty fly for a mop guy. What do you think, Ree? Sorry, interrupted for a minute. Amber wants to be Paige so bad. Is this shit really trendy? It's just a mop. Yeah, I know. Do you remember pink sauce?
Would have my partner do 101. But I'm
hey Bob, I hope you're well. I hope you had a good holiday.
I can figure this stuff out on my own. Like, it's not rocket science, I don't think. We did it. And then we have the actual...
Oh no, I remember this from the Rage stream.
Mop type deal. Ooh, that's so soft.
I remember this.
What the heck? I don't want to get it dirty and gross. Where's the little... Hi, this is Juicy Couture. This is from their new line. Why did I say Juicy Couture of all things?
Why do you think you're a model?
Okay. This part's a little crazy.
It's like she's never seen a mop before. You know that mops are like that. Do you think if she would have got one of the string ones, she would have put it on her head and pretended it was a wig? I feel like every time she does, it's like she's discovering things for the first time. She's 33.
I'm assuming this is...
Chronically Creative, exactly. Chronically Creative says, Liz says, the shit she didn't film and yet she films this. She couldn't film any part of Christmas. You know, she could have done it without showing people. She could have showed us the family tree, all the presents under the tree, walking up to the house. She could have showed stuff from Christmas. No, she shows us a mop.
Is gonna hook. Oh my god, this is so easy. It's like things that like used to seem so difficult for me. I'm just like, girl, just try it. Like, it's not that hard. Does this get longer? Because okay, it does.
It's sad that she just said that sentence and she meant that seriously. This sentence here, let's go back and listen. This is the saddest thing I've heard a 33-year-old ever say. This is sad.
It's like things that like used to seem so difficult for me. I'm just like, girl, just try it. Like, it's not that hard. Does this get longer? seems so difficult for me. I'm just like, girl, just try it. Like, it's not that hard. Does it?
You screwed a stick onto a mop head, Amber. You screwed a stick onto a mop head. Can you just settle down? Holy cow, nope rope. Thank you for the incredibly generous super chat. Nope rope says, thank you, Merc, for making that point. I personally have been coming at her pitchfork raised, but I'm also the first to say she's developmentally arrested. She obviously was then too. Her 18 was probably developmentally 15. Thank you for bringing me back to reality. Nope rope. My gosh, thank you for being an incredibly reasonable human being. I love alerts. God, you guys, you're like normal humans. It's really refreshing. I love that we can disagree and we don't have to agree, and it's just done in a respectful way. And I appreciate you. And Noprope, thank you again. That's an incredibly generous super chat. Thank you.
Does this get longer? Because okay, it does. Repeat steps 1 to 3 for full extension. Okay, hold this.
Okay, girl. If you have a tripod, you know how to. If you have a selfie stick, you know how to extend one of those things. Unbelievable. She just read instructions on how to pull the stick out. She read instructions on how to pull the stick out. Good Lord, okay. Amber.
So how do we lock it? Just like that. Wow.
And this is the same person you think should have been making mature, intelligent, reasonable decisions at 17? This is her at 33.
Lamps and mops.
She's an idiot.
So I just finished editing the video and I realized I did not have an outro. So it's the outro. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm going to be 33. So that's kind of crazy, kind of wild. Threes are actually a really special number in my family. So it's kind of cool that like I'm turning 33.
Oh, it's super cool.
While with my family. It's just, I don't know. It's just like full circle. Like the universe is like, you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path.
This is so stupid.
But anyways, I'm going to end this vlog. I hope you enjoy.
So stupid. Oh, she just said, I'm going to end the vlog. Okay, go away. Go away then. It's just stupid. This is stupid. It's full circle. The universe is expressing its gratitude because 3 is my favorite number of my family, and I'm 33, and I'm gonna be with my family on my birthday, so it's beautiful. It's like a full circle moment. Oh my God, shut up. So stupid. Thank you. Thank you, Rio's #1 fan. Have you considered a compilation of all the random shit she bought and we never saw it again? You know how hard that would be? You know how hard that would be? You want to kill me? Ingeborg, she did. She didn't say anything about Christmas. She spent a lot of time picking out the cardigan. And that was it. And then she said she had a good day. She didn't tell us what she got. She didn't tell us anything about the dinner. She didn't mention a thing about Christmas. Isn't that weird? Like, you'd think she'd even lie. She's a big liar. Liar, pants on fire. You'd think she would have said, oh, it was beautiful. My mom made the most amazing turkey, and we all sat down, and we loved each other, and we all cried. You know? I brought a charcuterie tray, and they all loved it, and everybody was so impressed because they'd never seen one before, and I brought it, and I'm so fucking urban and cool. No. We didn't hear nothing. That is weird, isn't it? Nothing. Not a peep. Just about what sweater, and she didn't even pick the right sweater. The charcuterie board. The charcuterie board with the red hots. You gotta have the red hots. That's what makes it fancy. That's what makes it fancy. I don't know if she has a mental disability. Nobody can say that, but we do know, given that we've watched her, that she's very immature for her age. I would never say she has a mental disability. I'm not a doctor. Neither are most of you guys. Somebody might be. I don't know. I don't know all of you that way. Come on. But, you know, clearly she's not very mature. We know that. We know she's very immature, and from my opinion, she shows traits that are similar to narcissism. But beyond that, I'm not going to say anything more. Squid says, I don't think people grasp how inconsistent mental development is. I totally agree with you here, Squid. Squid says, I was 16 doing hard drugs, hustling, thinking I was mature. I'm now 23 and I just signed up for a credit card today. Aging is weird. Squid, that's very insightful. I totally agree with you. And you know what I think makes a big difference is at what age you move out of the house. Because I know I've met people who were like 18 who were wildly mature, but they'd been on their own since they were 15. And then I've met 29-year-olds who still live at home who are not very mature. So for my opinion, that has a lot to do with your development in those early stages. Bob Smith says, my narc just simply said on Christmas, I didn't get you any presents, but I will. Like that was a gift in itself. Well, I didn't get any presents. You think you're special? Here's my narc story. Yesterday, we were going to go out to Canadian Tire, and she was going to buy me an air fryer for Christmas. But we also wanted to get her a new heating pad because her heating pad broke, and we get our coffee from there. So we had to get coffee, a heating pad, and the air fryer for my Christmas present. So we got there, and she was very cranky, and she decided she didn't want to buy 3 things. That's too much. Her money is going down. And I said, well, then we got to get your heating pad. You need that. It's for your sore back. Like, don't worry. I don't need a Christmas present from my mother. So we got her coffee and her heating pad. She didn't want to buy 3 things. It's too much. Narc's gonna narc. So there you go. I'm very sad that Rio never went back in his camera because look at how cute it was. He was so cute in there. Sorry, I got lost in the chat. Sometimes I forget you're here. I guess we'll call it a day. I'm kind of exhausted. That was like running a marathon because I was scared. I was scared because I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people because I know a lot of people in this community just want us to hate on her and hate on her. And yeah, you know, she's horrible. But I see nuance. And I mean, that doesn't mean that anything she did is right, but I just don't think she deserves to be called some of the things she's been called. And I also think she's a big, stupid dink because she could have just friggin' apologized and put everything to bed finally. But of course, she couldn't do that because she's Amberlynn Reed and she'll never do that. You shouldn't hate her. The opposite of love isn't hate. The opposite of love is indifference. If you hate her, she has an effect on you. She has very little effect on me. Please show you Mr. Man. Well, Mr. Man, why don't you come here and say goodbye to your friends? Let me take this out of my ear. I think we might have some treats here. Down here, there might be some treats. Did you want to come and have a little mukbang? I don't know why you have to sit with your bum to the camera like that. Let's see if we can't rearrange this and get you some man. Look at the little man. Oh, the man. Hello, the man. Would you like some treats? I have some veterinary-approved treats for you. This is a weird angle. It's not horrible. Just weird. I'm just going to have a little mukbang. I've been feeding him on my bed. Oh, a couple of you are vets and vet techs, and you've emailed me, and I apologize. It's over the holidays, so I haven't gotten back to you, but I will, about Rio. I will say I've been feeding him on my bed, and so far so good. But he's gone before, like, he's gone a week or almost 2 weeks without peeing on the bed before. So I need at least a month before I'm convinced that anything's better. I give him a second mukbang because I just love him. And he deserves it. I did not get the Feel Away yet, but they are in my cart on Amazon. He's not stressed. Like, it's weird. I don't know. There's one more. Can you eat that? Oh, who's a good man. Now watch. I'm not going to pet him. Someone said you pet him with this hand and he doesn't like it because he's got the food on it. I was like, that's a really smart observation. You guys are so on the ball. So I'll try with it. See, no, it's not the hand. It's not the food hand. He just doesn't like me to pet him after he eats. All right. Oh, he's gone. So I guess that means we're going to have to go. I want to thank you guys for joining me and not attacking me. And you know, you can disagree with my opinion. Don't hate me, though. You guys are the most reasonable damn community on YouTube. Really. I'm constantly impressed with how we can have even passionate, interesting discourse and totally disagree with each other and yet respect each other to understand that opinions don't make who you are. And if you like somebody, you don't have to like 1000% about them. I'm sure there's things about Tim I don't agree with. You guys are chill as they get. Best damn community on YouTube, I'm telling you. Well, they're coming to take me away, so I gotta go. Thank you very much, you guys. I really appreciate it. You're the best. What can I say? Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do another one of those mini marathons of narcs. Oh, here, this is kind of funny. You know, I put up that mini marathon of narcs with the three. I did the three women. Colleen Ballinger, Ruby Frankie, and the Chef P. I did a mini marathon of narky ladies. And somebody commented on me today about, oh, how classy. You got to pick on women. It's like, can you just take a chill pill? Because tomorrow is going to be 3 of our favorite narcissistic men of the year. And I'll put a little mini marathon together of that. So that'll be tomorrow. And I don't know what Friday will be. Who knows? I don't know. Rio doesn't know. I don't expect you to know. Elegant Mind just got here. I'm very sorry, Elegant Mind. You're going to have to go back to the beginning. Oh my God, I can't imagine watching that again. Anyway, I'll see you all in the Discord. We'll watch something fun. I'm going to have a bite to eat from Rio and I. Thank you for watching. And until we meet again, you know, just be kind. Put down the pitchfork. And hasta luego.